one we talked about, and you kind of hinted towards it whenever we said Nintendo's biggest mistake. Someone mentioned VR, and you mentioned the Virtual Console, which some of the games for the not the Virtual Console, Virtual Boy. Some of the games for it were great. Like they had Mario Kart and another Mario game that they were going to release, but they canceled them. It would have been cool to see what a Zelda game could have looked like on the Virtual Boy. But anyways,
yeah, it would have looked rad.
What is Nintendo doing with this VR Labo thing? Like, did Labo itself sell enough for Nintendo to actually think Labo VR would be a good thing? Because I remember a few years ago, whenever PlayStation and Xbox, everyone announced their VR platforms, Reggie was like, well, it's okay, but they're not really doing anything fun or exciting, so we're not going to focus on that.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be... It's not VR in the same sense. Definitely not the same scope that, you know, you see competitors making. But this is very much tailored to a younger crowd. But it's really just gyro camera more than VR. I think is more accurate from what I've seen. But I guess Labo was doing well enough. Certainly has a huge profit margin because it's very cheap to make for them, I'm sure. Like, they still have to develop the softwares and stuff for it, but it's nowhere near as extensive.
Strings and cardboard.
Strings and cardboard, exactly. So it's, I really enjoyed the Labo. You guys can see we've got some on my shelf behind me there. Like, so I don't want to harp on it because I do enjoy it. I only got the first one, but still, like, sitting down and making the sets and stuff is a lot of fun. But yeah, I guess they just figured they probably have a team of people just coming up with Labo ideas that figured they could make something neat with VR. But again, it's more just gyro camera than.
Do you
I think
remember?
only the one is like a wearable one. The other ones you have to hold too. So.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Like they have the long things where it looks like an elephant's nose or something's coming off like that. It's really weird the way that they have some of these. Someone mentioned like you have no excuse not to make Pokemon Snap 2 because like the Wii U was already perfect for it, and now they have this where it's like VR. But anyways, Nintendo already has like current gen VR games to where if you go to some arcades, you can actually play a brand new Mario Kart game that probably uses the Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe engine, but it's in full VR, to where I think it's made by Koei Tecmo, I think. Whoever makes the Pac-Man and stuff, because Pac-Man is actually in the game as well.
Okay.
So there are like third-party characters in it, but like there's the helmet, you can put it on, and then when you drive through, like you can reach up and like almost as if you're touching the question blocks when you pass underneath them. So I wonder if that would be possible, but then I think maybe that would get someone too dizzy, and then they would be moving their head too fast to have the cardboard stay still. But that's the only that's the only thing that I could see them doing to where they have an actual game that is in VR that could run on the Switch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just going to be a bunch of weird mini games like all of the other Labo games.
Yeah, I think I think the vehicle kit was the only one that was not like just tons of mini games, that had its own sort of proper larger game. But even then, it was just sort of, I never played it, but it looked actually like probably a really neat one out of all of them. But they haven't shown off what the software side of things will be like at all, so who knows what that'll be like. We've just seen like one image of a poster basically, right? So
could you imagine if they have this at E3, how many backup cardboard pieces they would need to demo it? Because even if people are being careful, like it just being handled by hundreds of people, like the cardboard just like cardboard. Like it could just
wear out,
break,
yeah.
or like people could be so sweaty that like the cardboard soaks up all the sweat, starts stinking, warping, bending. I don't know.
I don't like it.
Maybe they would have to use like metal or plastic and then just say this is
This is what it'll be like.
yeah, this is kind of like yeah, just like paint the plastic or make the plastic look like cardboard and just be like this is just a demo unit or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Stakona in the chat caught me there. Yep, Robot Kid is his own game. Kid. My bad. I totally did. Because it came out at the same time as the first one.
yeah. So do you have any final thoughts?
No, I mean it's neat. I want to see what the software side of things looks like for it, because it'll be neat to do sort of pseudo VR sort of thing, but it'll only be as neat as what you can actually do with it. So,
If they, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say if they have something, which they probably did, I just don't remember. But if they have something to where you can have it on your head without holding it, then maybe they could do something like Nintendo Land, but like in VR, to where it is a good collection of minigames. Like Nintendo Land had a good collection of minigames that you can either use a normal controller or use the Joy-Cons, like the Zelda minigame, to where you don't necessarily move, your character walks a path by itself, but then you can look around and you can press buttons to swing your sword, or you would aim the Wiimote to shoot the arrows, I think.
Gamepad was for the arrows.
And then you would actually swing the sword.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they had something like that with the Joy-Cons and in VR, I could see that working in VR. Like, that's not something that would need to be as intense. Because, like, having a game like Breath of the Wild in VR, it would not work.
That's so much, too much.
Because, yeah, you're basically having to render the game twice from different perspectives for each eye, so it'll look 3D. And then you also need it to run at double the frame rate so that you can actually look at it without it juddering and getting motion sickness. So, anyways, that's all I've got. Do you have anything left for the podcast before we end?
That's all I got. That's all the time I've got. I've got to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my to quote Reggie, rest in peace, Reggie.
Oh yeah, that is what he said, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but he's not dead, by the way, guys. I don't know why I said rest in peace. He's not dead. But
no, he just let Bowser take over.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for joining, Daniel, for this late night 3:30 a.m. podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone that's watching this late, thank you. Thank you, Man Boy Cave.
Yes.
Boy Man Cave.
The man/boy cave.
Yeah. So thank you for your little donation. Sorry about your dog. Everyone else, thank you for watching so very late. We usually have them earlier, but things have been hectic lately.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So, Daniel, where can everyone find you?
Right. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch, which I stream on Twitch generally Tuesdays and Wednesdays in the morning. At Capt Bergerson, CAPTBURGERSON. And otherwise, you're on this podcast every week. If you really want to talk to me, Twitter or GameOverJesse's Discord is a great way to do it. And yeah, that's who I am.
I just noticed the text at the bottom says immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah,
it's been some oats in your.
Because I'm using my laptop instead of my computer. I didn't realize it was misspelled. That's funny. Yeah.
Oh, well.
I am
the magic of editing.
Jesse,
What?
or GameOverJesse, as all
Never
of you
heard
may
of
know. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything is /GameOverJesse. So twitter.com/GameOverJesse. If you want to support the YouTube channel, you can go to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, which we're actually using the money this month to get copies of Breath of the Wild to do a giveaway. So we're doing that, which is going to be signed by Patricia, the voice actress for Zelda, and Chris Chipluck, the voice actor for Sean Chipluck. Yeah, sorry. It's late.
It's okay. Yeah.
Sean Chipluck, the voice actor for Rivali,
And the Deku Tree.
the Great Deku Tree, and the other guy that I can't think of.
Teba.
Yeah. But he was also Trunks in a random dub of Dragon Ball Super.
Oh.
He was in some game that came out recently. I forgot what it was. It was like some really big game that everyone's playing.
Octopath Traveler, he was a couple of
Yeah, he was in that one
characters
too.
now. Yeah.
This was a
And
different one.
I forget.
I don't think it was
was-
Kingdom Hearts.
But you can follow Sean on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyways,
well.
it'll be signed by him, and then maybe Joe, who we've had all of these people on the podcast a long time ago to talk about what it was like being in the Zelda games and being a voice actor and everything. But one giveaway is just for Patreon supporters, and another one is for Discord people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you become a Patreon and you join the Discord, then you have 2 chances of winning.
Yeah.
And if you follow on Instagram, lately what I've been doing, and I guess it's been working because I've been getting a lot of new follows, I've been posting random Zelda facts on Instagram with cool pictures, which everyone seems to like.
Yeah.
And finally, Daniel, myself, and Chiblima, or Kayla, as some of you may know. Daniel does Zelda streams or Pikmin streams, just game streams on his Twitch.
Whatever I want to play.
Chiblima's been streaming through Twilight Princess and Psychonauts on her Twitch and my YouTube channel. And collectively, we've all been doing a Ocarina of Time verse speedrun to where we all 3 play the game, trying to
Speedrun.
get through the game as fast as possible to beat everyone else. We just made it out of the Deku Tree and should be going into Dodongo's cavern sometime on the next episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Give us a follow, Capt, Bergerson, Chiblima, GameOverJesse. And with that, we're done,
Yes.
I guess. What do we do now, Daniel?
Yeah, everybody, let's all go to bed.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Good day.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Elia Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.